When you hear the blessings of God make it rich and add no sorrow in it, it does not mean that people are not blessed. But that sorrow is because of that good that was not digested. That good that was not digested, as it is rolling, it is going with incompleteness. And when that incompleteness is going to cause more problem, you might not notice in the present. But because you missed something, it is not in a square form. All right? Because you missed something, a point will come, you get to the future, then you begin to have problem. That is what we are saying, that we are living in exhausted world. Exhausted world, not that nature is exhausted, but men are running faster than nature. Are we there? So, when you get good, allow it to digest. When the good is digested, it will become perfect. That perfection after digesting good is that the fullness of God has come into it. The fullness of God has come into it. You know, when somebody is having constipation and finding it difficult to digest food, probably if he vomits, the same food he ate is going to come out that way. True of us? Then when somebody vomits something because there was no digestion, can you eat it anymore? Okay. But it was good when the person ate it. The food was good when you ate it. But because it did not digest, you vomit it. Then if you vomit it, nobody would be attracted to the food anymore. But if it has digested, what happens? It will become positively nourishing your body system. So, who are those that vomited? Those that did not allow the good to digest. You received good, you look for more good. You receive good, you look for more good. You receive good, you look for more good. You see? Now, this is good, this is good, this is good. But none of this good is digested into perfection. Am I communicating with you? That's why many people today are looking for testimonies. When the life they are living is a testimony, but they are not patient enough to understand how to digest the good they have received for it to be perfected. Then when it is perfected, then the fullness of God has come into it. When you take up another move, you pick another good. You will not make another step until that good is digested. Then in this situation, you can never count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And any day in your life you come and count 2 again. It can never happen. Why? Because this 2 is good, and this 3 is good, and this 4 is good, and this 5 is good. But if you are in 2, don't go into 3 until what? Thank you. Clap for yourself. If you are in 2, never go into 3 until this one, which you have, is perfected. That digestion means perfecting it. When you attain perfection, then you are good to go to 3. Don't go to 4 until you have it perfected. This is the reason many people fail in life. And if you understand this secret, let me tell you, if you understand the secret, how to digest the good, process the good, then if you have all this understanding, when you come to 3 and perfect it and to 2 and have 2 perfected and enter into 3 and have 3 perfected, you can stop here and feel perfectly okay. Live your life, die complete. So, this perfected 3 is preferable to imperfect 100. Okay, 99. Let me put it that way. You see? So when you check your life clearly now, you find out that there are so many things you have not mastered. You are still using for over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years now, or 7 years. You have not mastered it, but you are using it, and you are continuing gathering so many other things. Now, the danger of gathering is that when you are gathering without digestion, what do we call it grammatically? No, this is medically. Constipation is medical. What do we call it grammatically? Knowledge. What? Knowledge. It is knowledge without understanding. Understanding is the digestion. Anything you understand the in and out of it, all right? You have, thank you. You have understood it. You have digested it. So when you understand it, you have digested it, then you can take another step, eat another one, enter into another good, and get it perfected. But if you finish that understanding, I have explained this someday, but I'm going to use this thing to explain it again. We have 3 things here. Knowledge, understanding, and what? Wisdom. These are the 3 basic things that runs your life if you want to attain perfection. Knowledge is gathering something that is good or bad. As you are gathering information, reading books and listening to people and all that, you are gathering knowledge. Understanding is that digestion. When you now sit back to filter the ones that are good and the ones that are not good, the ones that are needs and the ones that are wants, the ones that are necessary and the one that is unnecessary, then you are filtering them, and that filtration is what? Digestion. After digestion, just as the food you eat does. Are we there? That's how it works. When you are eating food, you eat food, digestion takes place, which is that understanding. Then when that your body system understands the food you eat, it will take the one that is going to use for the body and reject the one that is not necessary. How many of you do that? You see something, whatever you see and hear people do, you gather all of them and continue using them without understanding it. Why won't you have a problem along the line? Just like last Sunday's message, I was asking people who were standing as pastors. I now find out that none of them was able even to have read Bible from Genesis to Revelation. But they are now standing as pastors, and people are seeing them as pastor and evangelists. You see, what they gathered is knowledge. There is no understanding. Tell me why Satan will not terrorize them. Tell me why failure will not be their portion. Tell me why pastors will not deceive them. They are like their general overseers. Because they didn't digest what's the end. So after digestion, What is wisdom? Wisdom is action. Right application of that which you know and understand. But many people gather knowledge and spring into action without digestion. Is that understood? When you gather knowledge, you spring into action. Then, if you don't have understanding, there is no way you can rightly apply what you know. Because you offended this one. It's like counting 3 without counting 2. So if life must follow processes, the first thing is to gather knowledge, and the second one is to sit back to grind it and make it consumable to the system by understanding. When you are done with that understanding, before taking action of that which you know and understand, then if you hurriedly go and take action without understanding because you know, you are going to have a problem. Why? Because you are processing something that is not digested. Is it understood? Okay.